are they to judge us? Those who will continue to defend their rights and the rights of all Ukrainians to build a business, for which no tribute has to be paid, will have a hard time. After all, the following authorities and officials will continue to ruin the entrepreneur. So did the Toilet King, the judge of the Pecherskyi district court of Kyiv, Viacheslav Pidpalyi. Let's immediately explain why the judge became the king of toilets. In the list of scandals with the participation of this person, of which were many, the story in which Pidpalyi got dirty. For besides hundreds of square meters, the judge owns an interesting property, a public toilet in Kyiv, on the site of which later the restaurant Smorodina was opened. It is interesting that the judicial investigations in relation to this property were postponed dozens of times until the case came to the necessary arbitrator, who repeatedly took the side of the Pidpalyi family in high-profile cases. Now the happy owner of the first in Ukraine or restaurant, or toilet, earns for a new, apparently already golden toilet, of course, at the expense of honest businessmen. This time at the expense of small entrepreneurs, although for this profile it is rather strange because before he was not so happy with such a small profit, or are people who are in opposition for business freedom became very serious? The most scandalous case involving Pidpalyi is connected with the first deputy prime minister of Yanukovych, Mr. Arbuzov, whom the judge removed the arrest from all accounts when he was under investigation. By the way, at this time, friends give our judge a Bentley. Coincidence? I think not. And in general, this comrade makes a decision solely out of his own interests, or the interests of persons who help him to save up for new square meters, thus making gratitude for the correct decision on matters.
Ваша честь, буде мені ухвала чи не буде? Звертайтеся з відповідною заявою. Судове засідання може бути закрите виключно в тому випадку, якщо винесена ухвала за клопотанням сторін. Суд не може за власною ініціативою такого приймати. Повідомте мені, будь ласка, чи є ухвала?
Повідомлено.
Ухвала є?
Ухвали. Все, будь ласка.
Видайте мені цю ухвалу.
Будь ласка, чекаємо.
Видайте ухвалу, щоб я її виконав.
Чекаємо в коридорі, будь ласка.
Ви порушуєте моє право. Я, відповідно, буду скаржитись в компетентні державні органи. Я хочу сказати, що ви є правопорушником, ви зганьбили цей суд, вам не треба бути суддею, і я вас дуже прошу, будь ласка, напишіть заяву про відставку, тому що ви недостойні бути суддею за своїми моральними якостями.
For example, Pidpalyi made a decision, according to which the prosecutor's office got access to information from the phones of journalists who were conducting an investigation, which, of course, concerned the corruption. And the investigation in relation to the judge lasts for years and will never reach its logical conclusion. And the issue of the case is related to the misappropriation of 400 square meters in the center of the capital. Moreover, Kyiv authorities are aware of the seizure of property, and this does not in any way accelerate the course of events. And Pidpalyi remains in his official place. And he continues to do what he and his friends want. Therefore, the tenants of the premises, which were repeatedly and unlawfully resisted by law enforcement officers, we talked about this in the last video, now cannot get inside.
Что там написано? Опечатана дата 15.01.2001 подпись. А где печать?
Не предусмотрено ничего.
and the premises are used in economic activities. And according to Article 41 of the Basic Law, everyone has the right to own, use and dispose of his property, the results of his intellectual, creative activity. No one can be unlawfully deprived of property rights. In addition, personal property, including mobile phones, is also seized, as well as money. People were simply left without a livelihood and the opportunity to earn money, continuing their entrepreneurial activity. And what kind of business freedom can we talk about if some steal as much as they like and nothing happens to them for it? And others, who build a business, pay taxes and work for the good of the country, are forced to fight tame pigs in the form of such fair judges who make illegal and generally absurd decisions.
Спрошу вас сейчас, как у инвестора. В Украину можно привлечь большие инвестиции? И
без
как
шансов,
это сделать?
сразу говорю, без шансов. Потому что я сам с удовольствием бы инвестировал в Украину, но пока нет, потому что судебная система не работает, защита частной собственности не работает, кошмарение бизнеса или правоохранительные органы работают только себе на карман, коррупция бешеная, соответственно, не вижу какого-то, будем так говорить, какой-то среды привлекательной инвестиционной, чтобы можно было бы инвестировать.